Rahul Gandhi hits back at Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman over her suggestions to walk along with migrants instead of sitting with them and wasting time. Rahul says, let them permit me. If Nirmala wants, I can go walking all the way to Uttar Pradesh. Remember last week, Rahul Gandhi spoke with migrants in Delhi and he sat down, he had some communication with them, and on that note, Nirmala Sitharaman, during a press conference about the stimulus package, hit out at Rahul Gandhi, saying instead of wasting time of the migrants and sitting with them, walk along with them, carry their suitcase, their bags and go. In fact, they call us dramebaz, but what about this is what Nirmala Sitharaman had said. This is dramebazi. What Rahul Gandhi did was dramebazi, is what the finance minister had lashed out. But here Rahul Gandhi, in his conversation with the media, has hit out at the finance minister, asking her for permission to allow him to walk with the migrants. He would do so. Let's take a listen.
मेरा लक्ष्य इसमें एक ही है। मैं गरीबों से बातचीत करता हूं, मजदूरों से बातचीत करता हूं, उनके दिल में क्या है वो उसको समझने की कोशिश करता हूं। और मैं सच बोलूं तो मुझे इसका काफी फायदा मिलता है, क्योंकि उनकी जानकारी से, उनके ज्ञान से मुझे काफी फायदा मिलता है। अब जहां तक मदद की बात है, मैं मदद करता रहता हूं और मेरा कोई इतराज नहीं है। मैं, अगर वो मुझे परमिशन दें, मैं जरूर बैग उठा के ले जाऊं, मगर वो मुझे परमिशन नहीं देंगे। अगर दे दें, मैं चला जाऊंगा। एक का नहीं, 10-15 का उठा के ले जाऊंगा मैं। मगर मेरा लक्ष्य, मेन लक्ष्य जो उनके दिल में है, वो हिंदुस्तान की जनता तक पहुंचाने का है। वो फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर की व्यू है कि अगर मैं उनसे बात करता हूं तो ये ड्रामा है। ठीक है, वो उनकी व्यू है। मैं उनको धन्यवाद करता हूं और मैं उनसे कहता हूं कि अगर वो चाहती हैं तो मैं यहां से उत्तर प्रदेश चला जाऊंगा, मुझे वहां अलाउ कर दें, मैं पैदल यहां से निकल जाऊंगा और जितने लोगों की मैं मदद रास्ते पे कर सकूंगा मैं कर दूंगा।
That's Rahul Gandhi there saying if he is given permission, he doesn't mind walking with them, taking their bags and heading towards Uttar Pradesh by foot. He says that Nirmala Sitharaman there politicizing this, let them permit me and then I will walk. I can go all the way to Uttar Pradesh. This is what Rahul Gandhi says himself. In fact, just earlier, Nirmala Sitharaman, while speaking at a presser, had hit out at Rahul Gandhi, calling his act of speaking with the migrants and communicating with them as dramebaz. Here's what she said.
उनके अपने स्टेट्स को क्यों नहीं बोलता है कांग्रेस पार्टी? और ट्रेन लो, और ट्रेन मंगवाओ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से, उनमें उन माइग्रेंट्स को बिठाओ। ना कि क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी बोलते हैं ये ड्रामाबाज हर दिन। मैं अभी उन्हीं के शब्दों को उपयोग करना चाहती हूं। ड्रामाबाज है। कल जो हुआ, माइग्रेंट को उनके रास्ते पे चलते हुए बगल में बैठ करके बातचीत करने का, वो समय है क्या? वो ड्रामाबाज नहीं है क्या? मैं ऑपोजिशन पार्टी को हाथ जोड़ करके विनम्रता से कहना चाह रही हूं, माइग्रेंट्स का विषय में हम सब साथ होकर के काम करना है। इतने सारे स्टेट्स के साथ कोऑपरेट करते हुए स्टेप्स जब हम ले रहे हैं, ये क्या तरीका है? जैसे कि उनके राज्य में माइग्रेंट्स का पूरे सुविधा हो रही है, बाकी सब में नहीं हो रही। ये क्या है पॉलिटिक्स बनाना?
Let's quickly go over to Anand Patel for more on this. Joining us, Anand, we heard what Rahul Gandhi said. He said, give me permission, I will walk all the way. And then you had Nirmala Sitharaman calling this absolute dramebazi. This fight between the opposition and the centre will continue, but with this regard on the migrants, why there's no permission to Rahul Gandhi for him to take a walk with those migrants?
Yes, he's responded to the jibe thrown at him by the finance minister by saying that let the government permit him. He's thrown up a challenge to the government now by asking them to permit him to walk along towards Uttar Pradesh. And he said that he can easily carry bags of 10 to 15 migrants. So a big, response from Rahul Gandhi. over the jibe thrown at him by Finance Minister there. And he said that the meeting with the migrant laborers is a continuous process. He's been doing it. And he's been meeting them one-on-one and also through the Skype and all. And he said that he wants to understand their problem. That is why he's having these one-on-one conversations. He also said that the government is not doing enough and the migrant laborers who he's been speaking to are hopeless at a time when they are going back towards their native places since they are jobless. And also, second, they face an uncertain future. So Rahul Gandhi questioning the government's policy over the migrant labor issue while responding to what the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had said against him.
Right, let's actually listen in what Rahul Gandhi said in retort to Nirmala Sitharaman and about the migrants issue.
मेरा लक्ष्य इसमें एक ही है। मैं गरीबों से बातचीत करता हूं, मजदूरों से बातचीत करता हूं, उनके दिल में क्या है वो उसको समझने की कोशिश करता हूं। और मैं सच बोलूं तो मुझे इसका काफी फायदा मिलता है, क्योंकि उनकी जानकारी से, उनके ज्ञान से मुझे काफी फायदा मिलता है। अब जहां तक मदद की बात है, मैं मदद करता रहता हूं और मेरा कोई इतराज नहीं है। मैं अगर वो मुझे परमिशन दें, मैं जरूर बैग उठा के ले जाऊं, मगर वो मुझे परमिशन नहीं देंगे। अगर दे दें, मैं चला जाऊंगा, एक का नहीं 10-15 का उठा के ले जाऊंगा मैं। मगर मेरा लक्ष्य, मेन लक्ष्य जो उनके दिल में है, वो हिंदुस्तान की जनता तक पहुंचाने का है। वो फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर की व्यू है कि अगर मैं उनसे बात करता हूं तो ये ड्रामा है। ठीक है, वो उनकी व्यू है, मैं उनको धन्यवाद करता हूं और मैं उनसे कहता हूं कि अगर वो चाहती हैं तो मैं यहां से उत्तर प्रदेश चला जाऊंगा, मुझे वहां अलाउ कर दें, मैं पैदल यहां से निकल जाऊंगा और जितने लोगों की मैं मदद रास्ते पे कर सकूंगा मैं कर दूंगा।
All right, that was Rahul Gandhi accepting the challenge. In fact, Nirmala Sitharaman just a few days ago had attacked Rahul Gandhi, saying that he shouldn't politicize the migrant crisis, and also took a jibe at the Congress chief, calling him a dramebaz. And she said if he really wanted to, he would have carried the luggage of those migrants and walked along with them. Rahul Gandhi, in return, we heard him say that he accepts it. If they give him permission, he'll walk all the way to Uttar Pradesh. Now, let's take a listen once again what Nirmala had said, calling Rahul Gandhi a dramebaz.
उनके अपने स्टेट्स को क्यों नहीं बोलता है कांग्रेस पार्टी? और ट्रेन लो, और ट्रेन मंगवाओ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से, उनमें उन माइग्रेंट्स को बिठाओ, ना कि क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी बोलते हैं ये ड्रामाबाज हर दिन। मैं अभी उन्हीं के शब्दों को उपयोग करना चाहती हूं। ड्रामाबाज है। कल जो हुआ माइग्रेंट को उनके रास्ते पे चलते हुए बगल में बैठ करके बातचीत करने का, वो समय है क्या? वो ड्रामाबाज नहीं है क्या? मैं ऑपोजिशन पार्टी को हाथ जोड़ करके विनम्रता से कहना चाह रही हूं, माइग्रेंट्स का विषय में हम सब साथ होकर के काम करना है। इतने सारे स्टेट्स के साथ कोऑपरेट करते हुए स्टेप्स जब हम ले रहे हैं, ये क्या तरीका है? जैसे कि उनके राज्य में माइग्रेंट्स का पूरे सुविधा हो रही है, बाकी सब में नहीं हो रही। ये क्या है पॉलिटिक्स बनाना?
Well, that's more or less the challenge that Nirmala Sitharaman threw at Rahul Gandhi, saying that if he really wanted, he should walk all the way with the migrants. That's the true way to show that he's concerned, not to just sit for photo ops, communicate with those migrants and then come and leave them to their plight. That's what Nirmala Sitharaman said, while calling him dramebaz. If he had to, he should have walked carrying their luggage. And to that response, we heard what Rahul Gandhi said. He's willing to walk. Let the government give him permission, and he's willing to walk. Now, let's go over to Anand Patel for more on this. Anand, we heard Rahul Gandhi saying it with so much passion that he's willing to walk. What stops him from taking that walk? Is there really no permission? Will he be pulled up for taking a walk? Carrying their luggage?
Well, you see, it's basically, yes, he's basically asked the government, if the government allows him to walk all the way to UP, he's ready to take that challenge. Basically, this challenge was thrown at him by Union Finance Minister during the press conference when she was announcing the different tranches of economic relief. And she had taken exception to what Rahul Gandhi had done when he had met those laborers from Haryana walking towards Jhansi near Sukhdev Bihar. The finance minister had said that this is all dramabazi. But Rahul Gandhi has said that he basically wants to understand the problem of the migrant laborers. And that is the reason why he wants to have a one-on-one conversation with them. He has thrown back the challenge at the government to allow him to walk towards UP. He even offered that he can carry their bags, as the giant was from the finance minister, that he was just merely sitting there and not helping by carrying their bags. So Rahul Gandhi has taken up the challenge and challenged the government back that he should be allowed to walk towards UP. See, this is lockdown period.
Absolutely.
And not everybody is
Let's
allowed
quickly
to,
go over. We have on the phone line joining us BJP's Gaurav Bhatia to tell us a little more on what he thinks of this statement made by Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Bhatia, please go on. Rahul Gandhi accepting the challenge, saying that give me permission, I'll walk not one person's luggage. I'm willing to carry 15 people's luggage and walk all the way to Uttar Pradesh. Will you give him permission?
See, nobody takes Rahul Gandhi seriously, and his words also have no weightage. And there is a reason. The people from 5 states have reposed their faith in the Congress, and they have formed government in their 5 states. Now, everyone in India is asking Rahul Gandhi and the dynasty Gandhi that please tell us what constructive work have you done in states like Maharashtra that is facing a severe crisis, has the maximum number of COVID cases. What about Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Punjab? He needs to tell what they have done in their own states. Rather, we see that he loses election in Amethi because he was never available to the people of Amethi. Sister Priyanka Vadra Gandhi does dramatics again, and she says that she's sending buses which were not even fit to fly these migrant workers. And now we see that Rahul Gandhi is saying that I share the pain of the migrant workers. The reality is that Rahul Gandhi and the Gandhi Parivar thrives on the miseries of the poor and the migrant workers. And
Right.
whereas Narendra Modi ji's government is doing everything that it can to help these migrant workers, farmers, and as well as
Now,
the
since
poor.
he's accepted the challenge
Gandhi
to walk
Parivar
all
is
the
only
way to
doing
Uttar
petty
Pradesh,
politics.
will you facilitate a permission for him, Mr. Bhatia?
Why shouldn't you be asking Rahul Gandhi that he should visit Maharashtra first and see what difficulties the migrant workers are facing there, what happened in Bandra?
No,
Why doesn't he visit Punjab?
Why
for
not
5
Uttar
days?
Pradesh
Please
also?
listen to me. Please listen to me. Either he's a state leader confined to the state of UP, then it's fine. UP has done far better than any other state. Yogi Adityanath ji's government has been far ahead in ensuring that the migrant workers are held. More than 20 lakh migrant workers have returned to the state. Please ask Mr. Rahul Gandhi and tell your reporter and others to ask why did they not
we
avail
know
of the
what we've
Shramik
got to
train
ask him,
facility?
but just a question to you about why not UP. You say that UP is doing enough, you won't give him permission to UP. All right, Mr.
I'm
Bhatia.
not saying anything.
Right,
I'm
thank
not
you very
saying
much.
anything. Giving permission is not my job.
Right. The BJP leader, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, there saying that this is absolute political drama. Rahul Gandhi trying to converse with migrants there is just for photo ops. Why not they do anything within their own Congress rule states? Now, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi has slammed the centre over their strategy to contain the coronavirus spread. He's pulled up the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Rahul Gandhi has said that the PM told the nation that he will defeat coronavirus in 21 days. But now we are in the 4th phase of the lockdown and the curbs have failed to produce desired results. He added that the government is now relaxing lockdown at a time when COVID cases are continuously on the rise. Former Congress president went on to say that the states are fighting a lonely battle and are receiving no help from the centre.
2 months ago, the Prime Minister said that we were going to fight a 21-day war against COVID. It was his expectation that we would defeat the COVID virus in 21 days. Now we are on 60 days, and we are the only country in the world where the virus is exponentially rising, exponentially rising, and we are removing a lockdown. So it is pretty clear that the aim and the purpose of our lockdown has failed. What India is facing now in front of us is the result of a failed lockdown. We want to understand what the government's view is going forward. We want to understand what is their strategy. It is pretty clear that 4 stages of lockdown have not produced the result that the Prime Minister expected. Prime Minister and his entire advisory staff, including his top medical people, said that the disease would start to reduce towards the end of May. It's clear that the disease is not reducing, it is increasing. So we, with utmost respect, want to ask the Prime Minister and the government, now that we have a failed lockdown, what is their strategy going forward? What is their strategy as far as opening up India is concerned? What are the precautions that they're going to take to now curb this disease? How are they thinking about supporting our migrants? How are they thinking about supporting the state governments? How are they thinking about supporting small and medium businesses? States cannot function in a strategy without the national government. States are hamstrung if the national government is not behind states. So I have spoken to our chief ministers who have asked me to mention this. They have said that they are fighting a lonely battle and they are confident. They understand what has to be done. But what is the central government planning to do? That's the main question here. Congress party is running some states. We are giving cash to people. Directly, we are giving cash to farmers. We are giving cash to laborers. But we are not getting any support from the central government. And it is becoming extremely difficult for our states to function without adequate support from the central government.
Now, no end to the war of words between the ex-allies in Maharashtra, between the BJP as well as the Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Rawat has now hit out at the BJP's demand of governor's rule in the state. In a tweet, Sanjay Rawat called for immediate quarantine of those opponents and said that their attempts to destabilize the Maharashtra government will fail. This comes after senior BJP leader and Rajya Sabha MP Narayan Rane met with Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari just yesterday and demanded precedence rule in the state. Meanwhile, sources have revealed that discord has already been brewing within the Maha Aghadi government. The alliance partners are already showing dissent with one another. There have reportedly been disagreements within the cabinet regarding the lockdown measures. MLAs have also complained of Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray being incommunicado at times. However, the NCP chief Sharad Pawar has refuted any of these allegations and the rift within the alliance partners. In a statement to India Today, Pawar said that he met with Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray yesterday to discuss COVID-19 situation, and his meeting with the governor was nothing more than just a courtesy call.
राष्ट्रपति राजवट का सपना मत देखिए। अगर कोई देखता है ना तो वापस वो जग नहीं जाएगा और सपने में ही रहेगा। राष्ट्रपति राजवट की अगर बात कोई करता है तो सबसे फिट केस है तो गुजरात स्टेट है। अब देखिए अहमदाबाद के हाईकोर्ट ने, गुजरात के हाईकोर्ट ने वहाँ के तैयारी के बारे में क्या स्ट्रिक्चर पास किया है वो देख लीजिए।
सध्या महाराष्ट्राची कोरोना संबंधीची परिस्थिती जी आहे दिवसेंदिवस गंभीर होत चाललेली आहे। रुग्ण वाढतायत, मृत्यू वाढतायत। माननीय राज्यपालांनी या गोष्टीकडे गांभीर्याने पाहावं आणि महाराष्ट्र किंवा मुंबईत होणारे मृत्यू थांबवावेत या दृष्टीने प्रयत्न करावेत। महानगरपालिका आणि राज्य शासनाची हॉस्पिटल आहे ती लष्कराच्या ताब्यात द्यावी तरच काय परिस्थिती सुधारू शकते असं मला वाटतं। या सरकारची कोरोनाशी सामना करायची क्षमता नसल्याने या सरकारला आता नारळ द्यावा आणि राष्ट्रपती राजवट आणावी।
The people are feeling so bad and suffering like anything. Initially, Mumbai was accounting for 10% of corona affected people of India. Then it went to 20%. Now it is 30% and up. spread, after 1 month, Mumbai will account 50% of corona positive people of India. It is a miserable failure of the Thackeray government. In hospitals, there are no places, house full, quarantine center, people feel like jail, ambulance doesn't come for 10, 20 hours. And that's why the people of Mumbai are concerned and worried. That is the actual issue.
Well, meanwhile, Congress, which is part of the ruling Maha-Aghadi government in Maharashtra, seems to be distancing itself from the massive COVID spurt in the state. Rahul Gandhi said that Congress is an ally of the Sena, but it was Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray who is running the show entirely in Maharashtra. Rahul added that the surge in cases in Maharashtra is worrisome and that the centre must help the state.
सबसे पहले अगर आप कोरोना को देखें, जितनी ज्यादा कनेक्टेड जगह है वहां ज्यादा अग्रेसिव कोरोना होता है. अगर आप दिल्ली देखें, मुंबई देखें, पुणे देखें, महाराष्ट्र इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कनेक्टेड स्टेट्स इन इंडिया. तो इट इज गोइंग टू बी वन ऑफ द मोस्ट अग्रेसिव प्लेसेस वेयर कोरोना इज गोइंग टू एक्ट. I would like to make a differentiation here. We are supporting the government in Maharashtra, but we are not the key decision maker in Maharashtra. We are the key decision maker in Punjab. We are the key decision maker in Chhattisgarh, in Rajasthan, in Pondicherry. So there is a difference between running a government and supporting a government. However, Maharashtra is struggling because of the nature of its connectivity. And Maharashtra is one of the most important assets, frankly, that India has. It is the center of business. So it requires full support from the government of India. I fully understand that Maharashtra is fighting a very difficult battle, and I appreciate that fact. And so are many other states. And it is important that full support of the government of India goes to the people of Maharashtra and the government of Maharashtra.
Let's quickly go over to Sahil Joshi reporting from Mumbai. Sahil, Rahul Gandhi there almost washing his hands off on the question about Congress being part of the ruling in Maharashtra. Well, the cases there are worsening. He says that Uddhav Thackeray is at the helm of affairs.
Yes, of course. But if you hear his full statement, you can also hear that he said that why the number of cases are high in Maharashtra than other states, because he said that the Maharashtra is mostly well-connected state if you compare it with other states. Specifically, cities like Mumbai and Pune are well-connected with not only with the other parts of the country, but also internationally they are well-connected. So obviously the number of cases are on rise in Maharashtra. At the same time, he also mentioned that he appreciates the fact the way the state is fighting the whole corona battle. But yes, one thing is absolutely right, that the Chief Minister of Maharashtra is from Shiv Sena, and he is the helm of the affairs, because finally the Chief Minister is head of the state, head of the cabinet. So obviously the main responsibility lies on the Chief Minister. But looking at the whole situation, now that Sharad Pawar has completely backed the state, backed the Chief Minister, even the Congress ministers have come forward and said that there has to be a united policy of the government to fight against the corona. Sharad Pawar also, when he spoke to me, he made it very clear that all three parties are on same page when it comes to fight against COVID-19. And right now the only priority in front of the government and the three parties is basically to combat the COVID-19 situation in Maharashtra. So now we'll have to wait and see what actually the leader of opposition, Devendra Fadnavis, speaks at 4 o'clock. But it's the BJP's stand is very clear. BJP has already alleged that how the situation in Maharashtra has gone out of hand because of the poor policies and poor handling of the situation in the hands of the Chief Minister and their alliance partners and his government.
Right.
So that will be an interesting battle to see. Of course, the Maharashtra has been seeing the political battle, politicizing every issue has become very common in Maharashtra at this point of time. We'll just have to wait and see what happens at 4 o'clock.
Absolutely. Politics will play out, but the focus should be the containment of this virus, coronavirus, Maharashtra being the worst affected state. Thank you, Sahil, for joining us with those details.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.